I guess Rahsul Faison cleared. What does he bring to the offense? I guess a long saga over at last too.
Yeah, I mean, thank goodness. We've seen so many of these eligibility things have to end in court, so it's kind of nice that one of them doesn't, and that it helps South Carolina out. So that was a big thing. It was a lot longer wait than anyone wanted, but thank goodness it didn't have to get to court because that was going to suck. But man, Rahsul Faison as a runner, I mean, this is a guy who, yes, he's 25 years old, and yes, he's been out of high school for like 7 years, but he's hardly like run the ball. Like, you think of a guy who doesn't have a lot of miles on him. That's Rahsul Faison. Like, I don't know if he's had 400. He's like had just over 400 carries in his whole college career. Yeah. So a fresh dude. And then what I liked most about him is his best games last year at Utah State were against the best teams. Boise State, Utah. I mean, when the defenses were at their best, I mean, Rahsul Faison turned up his game. And this is the guy that is really shifty, can hit holes, but also has the power to kind of run through some tackles and get extra yards. So I think he's going to be a great, addition to that running back room and should play nicely off Oscar Adaway.
Yeah, absolutely. As you mentioned, Oscar Adaway already in that room and, has showed, his moxie for sure in that bowl game playing on that high ankle sprain. He was going to be the guy returning, certainly earned his spot from that. But yeah, with the addition, of Faison in the room with Adaway, what's that going to look like? You have two running backs that are about our age, Jordan.
Yeah, I know. I had to do the math yesterday. I'm like 21 months older than Faison.
It's close. Crap. It's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, two vets in that room. What is this offense going to look like? Obviously with two vets at the top, and then you've got young bucks too.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot different than last year. I mean, you think about of the running back carries, I think Rocket Sanders took about 70% of all the carries of running backs, not including Sellers or Ashford. So that's not going to be the case this year. I mean, I could see a world where, it's like 45% Oscar Adaway, 40% Rahsul Faison, and then the rest kind of split between Isaiah Augustave and Matthew Fuller. And who knows, maybe one of those guys breaks out and starts stealing some carries from Adaway and Faison. So we really have no idea, and I don't think the coaches do either, of what this is actually going to look like. It's probably going to change week to week. I'd imagine they start week 1 against Virginia Tech, running with Adaway, giving Faison a couple carries, and then kind of throwing in some other guys and just trying to see, hey, who is the hot hand? Like, what do we have here? And, I think it's going to shift throughout the season. So I really have no idea how they're going to do it. It's probably going to be, hey, let's give Adaway a couple carries. Oh, he needs a break. Throw Faison in. Okay, let's go. Keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. And depth is something you need in the running back room in the SEC. Like, we've seen it break down here at South Carolina. I feel like with Marshawn Lloyd and Christian Beal-Smith, like, those guys got bumped and bruised, and, you need the depth underneath them. And I think, having Faison cleared certainly helps Adaway, but also helps the rest of the room as well. And yeah, having as many options as you can for 16 out of the backfield is a really good thing. And I think Faison brings a lot to the table as well in terms of his skill set, kind of diversifying, adding another dimension to the backfield.